My girlfriend sent me a multi-page message calling me selfish, attacking my family, and saying I am not a real man because I do not spend enough on her. We earn the same salary. Am I wrong? I need an outside perspective because I am emotionally drained and cannot think straight anymore. I will try to be as balanced and honest as possible, including my own faults. Background. We have been together almost a year, both 23. We met at work. We each earn around €3,000 per month net, about $3,300. We do not live together. I live with my family, and she recently bought her own apartment. We see each other 2 to 3 days a week, usually at her place since I still live with my parents. We come from very different family backgrounds. Her father earns significantly more than her mother, about €4,000 versus part-time near minimum wage, and he has always been the generous provider, restaurants, gifts, and spending freely on his wife. She clearly idolizes this model and wants to reproduce it. She recently told me her dream would be to be a stay-at-home wife. On my side, I lost my father when I was young. My mother raised me alone for a while before my stepfather came into the picture. We never had much money, nothing like her family's lifestyle. I am ambitious. I work full-time and I am building a business on the side. I save and invest aggressively because I want to build something long-term. This is my first serious relationship. What she does for the relationship, being fair, she has genuine qualities, she is smart, funny, cultured, loyal, beautiful, loving, and trustworthy. When things are good between us, they are really good. Concretely, she cooks for me when I am at her place. It is her main love language, and she takes time to make dishes I like. She hosts me 2 to 3 nights a week, covering utilities, comfort, and space. She organizes our trips and vacations, including hotel research and logistics. She supports my business project and tries to understand and help when she can. During a trip to visit my family abroad, she bought gifts for my relatives on her own initiative and gave money to my host family out of genuine generosity. Early in the relationship, she covered groceries for a few weeks before I started contributing. What I do for the relationship: gifts over the year, a €200 gold ring for her birthday, for Valentine's Day, earrings, a bracelet, a charm from a well-known brand, and a book she had mentioned wanting. For Christmas, a €250 musical instrument. My mother contributed €70, a book about her chronic illness when we discovered her condition, regular small gifts to make her happy, flowers roughly once a month. Regular expenses, about €100 per month on groceries for us, general expenses when we are together. Valentine's Day weekend, we found a deal through work, a 5-star hotel plus 5 spa treatments for €170 per person. I organized the whole weekend. We each paid our €170 for the hotel and spa. Once there, I covered everything, restaurants, outings, all of it. She did not take out her card once the entire weekend. I spent around €300 on top of my hotel share. On the way back, she bought me a fast food meal, about €25. Vacation abroad, 10 days, roughly €2,000 each. We had mutually agreed to split 50-50 on big expenses like vacations. Christmas with her family, a board game for her younger siblings, a kitchen appliance for her parents, a perfume each for her 2 sisters, a €250 musical instrument for her. Trip to visit my family, I suggested we each leave about €100 for my host family as a thank you. Non-financial investment, a 35-minute drive each visit, almost always me making the trip since she got her apartment. I accompanied her to her medical appointment when we discovered her chronic illness. I promised her I would stay even if she faces serious complications from her condition. When I am at her place, I actively participate in cooking and household chores. My faults: trying to be honest, I dragged my feet on contributing to groceries early on. She was paying for everything, and I kept saying I would take care of it without actually doing it. After a few weeks she blew up, and she was right on that point. During our 10-day vacation, there was an activity she loved that I did not enjoy. Rather than compromising, I would tell her to go without me. Looking back, I should have made more effort for her. I live with my parents, so I cannot host her at my place. This creates a structural logistical imbalance. I could take more romantic initiative, planning outings and surprises. It is my first relationship, and I am learning. I spend a fair amount on personal projects, about €1,000 per month on training, investments, and business testing. I understand how, from the outside, it can look like I invest more in myself than in the relationship. The fight. After our Valentine's Day weekend, I noticed she was distant for 2 days. She did not say I love you once. I asked what was wrong, and it spiraled from there. She first sent a fairly measured message saying she wished our first Valentine's Day had been more romantic and symbolic, and that she would have liked me to cover the full weekend. She acknowledged my efforts and ended on a hopeful note. I responded saying it hurt me, and that I felt like nothing was ever enough. I mentioned that I had paid for everything on site during the weekend, that every gift I gave was criticized, earrings she would not wear, bracelet wrong color, book not a Valentine's gift. I also said I see love differently, through intentions, details, and time together, not through how much you spend. And I used the word materialistic. That word blew everything up. She then sent me a multi-page message. Her message: I will not reproduce it entirely out of respect, but here are the main points. I am self-centered and only spend on myself. She claims €600 per month on personal spending. Reality is far less. I give her the bare minimum at all times. She can only count 2 nice restaurants in a year and mentions supermarket sushi and discount store flowers. I am an opportunist at every level. My mother raised me poorly and should make me contribute to teach me the value of things. I have flaws that only a mother could accept. She does not want to end up like my mother, asking for nothing and getting nothing. I will never be my own grandfather. Her father went into debt on minimum wage to buy her mother an expensive piece of jewelry, and that is real love. There is no love, only proof of love, and those proofs are material, financial, energetic, and temporal. A man must protect, provide for, and financially support his woman. I play both sides, traditional when it suits me, progressive when it comes to paying. She deliberately did not get me a Valentine's gift because she already felt an imbalance. I do not think I am asking too much, maybe just asking the wrong person. What she does not mention anywhere in this message: the €200 gold ring, the €250 instrument, the €300 spent during the Valentine's weekend, the 5-star hotel weekend reduced to we each paid our share, the earrings, bracelet, and charm, monthly flowers and regular gifts, €100 per month in groceries, all the Christmas gifts for her family, accompanying her to her medical appointment, promising to stay despite possible serious complications. Additional context: the 50-50 vacation split was a mutual agreement she now uses against me as proof I am cheap. We once discussed a prenuptial agreement and she agreed on separation of assets. She now uses this against me too. For future groceries when we move in together, I propose splitting 50-50 and also helping with cooking and chores. She refused, saying since she cooks and cleans, I should pay more. But when I offer to share chores too, it does not change her financial demand. She has a serious chronic illness. I accompanied her to her medical appointment, bought a book to understand her condition, and promised not to leave her even if she faces serious complications. When I mentioned these gestures, her response was, "A book about my illness is not romantic." Even during our reconciliation phone call, she said, "So I guess for the wedding you will get me a stone ring, a daisy necklace, and a flower you picked from the ground." Our first major fight as a couple was triggered by her mother telling her I was not romantic enough and was not investing enough in her daughter. My girlfriend admitted at the time that she was wrong to let her mother interfere. But the recent message follows the exact same pattern. She grew up in a household where her parents were physically violent toward the children. Despite this, she idealizes her parents' relationship model, especially her father's financial generosity toward her mother. Where we are now. We talked on the phone and agreed to give each other one last chance, but even during that call, the money comments continued, the wedding ring remark. I proposed meeting face to face to talk calmly. She refused, insisting I respond in writing and take time to assimilate her message first. My question: am I wrong here? Am I really the cheap, selfish guy she describes? Are her expectations normal for a couple of 23-year-olds earning the same salary? And does this relationship have a chance given how different our views are? Thanks for reading this far.